2 answers. People watching from YouTube, LinkedIn, leave your answers in the chat section. All right, I'm starting seeing answers coming up already. Let's give you a few seconds as most of them answer back. Are you using elimination technique? Your brain is able to think of elimination. Sorry about some noise from my side. I have to set up my... All right, good. I saw a few good answers now. First, ask with you on this question. Who is being targeted? Who is a target in this question?
Project team.
Team should take, okay? But this is an exam for somebody as a scrum master, project manager. Then why the question is targeting the team?
If it is a shared responsibility,
Okay.
then it will target the team, I guess.
Yeah. Can we say managers, scrum master, agile coach, project manager, they're also part of the team by any chance?
Yes.
They're also right. I
Yeah.
can't ignore them totally. They're also part of the team, isn't it? Okay, I'm seeing answers are going between A and B, most of them. Most of them. Some of them A and E. Okay, then let's understand the question. Help me, which particular word I should be careful while reading this question? This is a key word. Which one you will say? A project team is working on a software development project. Is it a past tense or a present tense or a future tense? What's happening here?
Present tense.
So it's a present. Something right now happening. Okay. As the project nears completion, so they're giving some end timeline here. The team needs to determine if the product is ready for delivery. Team needs to determine. Team needs to determine. But why team has to determine? Do you think this will be in the contract already?
Yes.
Huh? Then why team has to determine? Any thoughts?
Because the
Hmm?
product is ready for delivery.
Ready for delivery. So a project team is working on a software. Let's keep imagination like this. There is a project like this, and this product is getting ready. So already we completed release 1. And then last August, they completed release 2. Now they are working on release 3. Okay. As the project nears completion, somewhere, let's imagine somewhere here we are working. Team needs to determine the product is ready for delivery. So now, by asking this, what PMI is looking from you? By putting this question, what PMI want to know from you? What mindset they're looking from you? What is PMI looking from you? As a team, as a project manager, agile manager, scrum master, team member, what PMI want to know from you? Any one
How
thought?
to, how
Mm-hmm.
to hand over the final
Ah,
product.
I like that. Okay, handover. Okay, handover. Or sometimes you call as a transition, isn't it?
Yeah.
Transition. Transition. Okay. Or they call about delivery cadence. Okay. They want to know, are you aware of this? So if we put this way, okay, let's look at this. Are you seeing the bottom one, what I'm sharing right now? So now what PMI is expecting through this question is, are you aware of project closure or a transition information? But she, why should I worry, man? What the hell for me? Huh? A contract is signed. I got the money. My team is doing the job. One day they will tell project is closed. Then I'll go to next project. What's the problem? Yeah, you can ask me like that. Yeah, it could not be a problem. But as a contract, when I signed something called project charter. If you remember, there is something called project charter where, as a manager, as an agile coach, as a scrum master, as a construction project manager, as a pharmaceutical project manager, as a software engineer project manager, I agreed for the charter. I will be the person accountable and responsible for the project, which means I should also have the knowledge of what are the criterias will ask me to say that it is in the closure, as in the transition. Determine the criteria to successfully close the project. Validate readiness for transition. Readiness for transition. Conclude activities to close out the project. Now, question to you, from where this content is coming? Do anyone aware of it? Have you seen this somewhere?
Inbox.
Pembok, one more chance. Let's see if we can try anyone else. Where have you seen this? Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Agile,
Agile.
Agile
Okay.
chapter plus scope
Okay.
management because scope baseline,
Agile.
acceptance criteria.
Okay. Okay. Second chance is okay.
Mhm.
But the answer is not that one.
And
Process.
restart.
Okay, another answer is coming up. Process. Okay, third answer. This is also not right. Then what? God, man, pretty tough, huh? From where you got it, Shri? There is something called
Integration.
ECO. Have anyone heard about ECO?
Yes.
Examination content outline.
Yes.
Exam, content. What it mean? Outline. Your main exam is based on exam content outline. This question is in this area. Your exam is based on content outline. Have anyone seen this PDF copy from PMI? It
Yeah.
is shared with you already in the PDF. If not, I would recommend you to see the copy. It is there for PMP. It is there for PMI-ACP. You
Yes.
may read 10
Process.
or you may read
Part
number of
17.
Yeah.
Yes.
you may read number of books, but the more you get an idea what this outline is looking for, your question answering ability will improve. And this is called PMI mindset. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes.
Right.
This is what PMI mindset. Shri, PMI mindset means I should close my eyes, meditate, top of the hill, nothing like that. If you know what they want, I can answer better. As simple, isn't it? Today it is America-based education you are doing. 20 years from now, it could be India-based or China-based because this is the most populated and high-level growing country in the world. 20 to 30 years from now, India will define a new process of working. China would have defined a new process. For them, that is a mindset. For now, this looks a good mindset. I'm not telling this is the best in the world, but yeah, for now, this is okay. Now, when you read for the exam, of course, you have to read the book. I'm not denying that. Once in a while, please take a look of content outline so that you no need to read line by line in the book, understand the concepts in the books. Coming back here, this question is expecting Are you aware of knowledge in this area? Shri, why are you using the word area? Area means its broadness. If I don't use the word area, the whole coverage, what our brain will think is, in our school days, when I am in 5th standard or 6th standard, the school teacher will tell, when you come Monday, I will ask question in this place. Same question she will ask in the classroom, or he will ask in the classroom. This is your school days. That is our college days. Now we are doing an exam called PMP. We are doing the exam called PMI-ACP. This is an international exam, and it is called professional exam, which means they will not go word by word, line by line. Shri, can I mug up ECO so my score will improve? It's up to you, but score will not improve, but at least you know the area. That's what you can do. But you have to take this, and I have to open the book called Rita, 11, 10, whatever version. I have to open the book PMBOK. I have to open the book Agile. I should read this area. If I understand this, in future, any question in this section, I'm ready to answer. I no need to read the book 3 times, 4 times. I'm clear. Whenever I outline something like a closure or transition comes, I'm clear. Whatever way you ask the question, I'll answer it. And that is called mindset. Once you understand that, your answering ability improves. PMI want that from you. But see, when you are explaining, it's a simple, man. Is it as simple? No. It takes some time because you and me working in a company. In our company, this may not be the format, isn't it? This won't be the format at all. Closure will not happen like this. Then why I'm reading this? Because this is considered as a best practice in the market. For that reason, we have to read it. Okay. All right. Coming back here. By the way, did you got the message that you have to read the content outline once in a while? Will you read a content outline?
Yes.
Yeah, once in a while. Don't mug it up once in a while. Don't mug it up. Coming back here, I saw majority went with A. I'm going to poke one of you. Who can I can poke? Since Rohan, I heard your voice, I'm going to poke you. Rohan, why you thought A is a good answer?
So for me, important thing is this is present continuous tense. Project is working on software development project. It's nearest to the completion activity. Now I have to validate my deliverables, whether these deliverables are meeting with customer acceptance. Because somewhere in the past, I would have collected those acceptance
criteria,
KPIs or criteria from the customer. So I should validate, because right now, as a project manager, it's my responsibility to compare what we have and what we have decided.
Nice to know. Nice to know. Which means you're talking something called acceptance criteria, right? Validated deliverables meet customer acceptance.
Okay.
For this, there is a testing. What is the name of the testing?
FUT or user test, user acceptance testing.
It could be user acceptance testing or factory acceptance testing or site acceptance testing. Some testings are there. Okay. So message is some acceptance should happen. Like we heard, validate the deliverables. When they say validate the deliverable, deliverable is an outcome. Outcome of what? Outcome of a particular timeline which we took to do a job. How do you validate the outcome? When I collected the requirement in the project, whether agile project, non-agile project, any project, I should have heard something called acceptance criteria, isn't it? Acceptance criteria. Who gives acceptance criteria?
Customer.
Customer, right? Customer. But why customer has to give acceptance criteria? Did anyone thought about it? Why this person has to give the acceptance criteria?
Because we are working for customer on their requirement.
Exactly, right? It's a customer part. One is I'm seeing Kapila says customer is funding it. But there is something more than this. The point is, for that customer, that acceptance criteria is called value addition. Can I use that terminology? Funding, okay. Logically, that's correct. Funding is right. That person money we are working, that's right. If I don't meet that acceptance criteria, the product what I'm delivering will not make sense for that person. Is this also correct?
Yes.
Yeah. If you take PMP exam 4 years back, if you write acceptance criteria, UAT, sponsorship, answer will be correct. But now we are sitting in a world 2024 and more of agile flavor has come inside. But Shri, I don't work in agile. Yeah, even you work in agile or don't work in agile, in PMI mindset, value addition is a keyword. So what is acceptance criteria? If that is not there, that product doesn't make value to the customer. So customer may reject it. Okay, that's what validated deliverables. A looks at convincing answer because I saw majority went with A. Okay, I'm not telling it's the right answer. I'm saying because of you all said it.
Sorry, Steve. Regarding this acceptance criteria, no?
Ah,
So is it like in Agile project, it is definition of done, and in plan driven, it is acceptance criteria? Or
acceptance criteria exist in both the place. You can't deny that. If I used to go for a if I go for a project like this, if I say plan driven project, okay, plan driven project PDP. In this project, let's say I'm going for the phase 1, P1 and P2. Shall we take a metro construction? Let's put metro construction. In metro construction project, they're given acceptance criteria, which means the train should run from this point to this point. Station should be like this. Signal post should be like this kind of qualification. Once it is met, done. Phase 2, again, I got acceptance criteria. It's completed. And overall project, they will have an acceptance criteria. If you need it in case, you'll do it. This is on a plan-driven project, okay? How about change-driven project? In a change-driven project, instead of phase 1, phase 2, what I do, I will put iterations. Can I do like this? Small pieces.
yeah.
So instead of P1, P2, I'm going to have I call as iteration. Or if you want to call a sprint, I will call yes. So I will tell yes 1, yes 2, yes 3, yes 4. Okay. Now, where I should set the acceptance criteria in this place, there is something called features. Have you heard the word features?
Yes.
Below features, what we have?
Story.
User story. So I can have acceptance criteria at the feature level. I can have acceptance criteria at story level. What is a sprint? Sprint is a collection of stories. Can I say like that?
Yeah.
Another sprint, a collection of stories. So every story or every feature should have acceptance criteria met. Then only it's called completed. Answering a question back here, acceptance criteria exist in a plan-driven project, like I said, phase 1, phase 2, or for a whole project as a big size. Same thing in a small size, every iteration, every sprint, for each story, acceptance criteria is there. But this does not answer your question. Your question is, then what is DOD?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Correct.
Your question is DOD. So some of you who don't know what is DOD, DOD stands for, what DOD stands for? Anyone here?
Definition of done.
Definition of done. Who decides this?
Human
It is a discussion between both the company key parties. When I say both the company, let's take example of American Express. American Express is giving the project to X company. Both the companies agree. Whenever I lift my thumb, if I say done, what it means is, what do you mean, man? What do you mean by done? For me, done means it's over. No. Give me clearly, when you say done, I need a clarity what you mean by done. Come on, yeah, done is a done. What's a big deal there? No. Done means, I want to know like this. Is this work met acceptance criteria? Yes, it is met. That's it, done, right? No. Did you complete documentation for this work? Oh, did you deliver this work in a testable or customer place? Yeah. Did you do knowledge transfer for this work to the customer? Did you do this? Did you do this? 6 bullet points. If this all bullet points are met, then it is called TOD.
Oh,
So acceptance criteria is one of the parameter under DOD. Is it answering your question?
yeah, this is in both Agile and plan driven and change.
For now, Agile, it is happening. Plan driven, if you want, you can put it. No one is going to say no for it, right? Is it a good practice?
Yeah, yeah. This
Good
DOD
practice.
is for user story or all features.
DOD is for the whole project. They'll keep it for the whole team. In many companies, this is well defined in advance, even before the project starts. They'll This will be like a A4 paper. They'll print it and stick it on the desk. Every desk will have one sticker. Whenever somebody says done, it should have been tested, documented, acceptance criteria met. This is up to each company. But it's a good, can we say it's a good practice, best practice?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
best practice. That's it. DOD is a best practice. That's it.
Okay.
Coming back to the question now. Let's come to the question. So I got A as a better answer from everyone. So I'm not going to do anything on this. I'm going to ask you the next topic. Which answer you want to eliminate? This doesn't make sense at all. Which one you want to eliminate?
Define product changes by checking the product backlog.
Okay. D goes out, isn't it?
Yes, because
Uh-huh.
the product is ready for delivery and
Uh-huh.
defining the changes doesn't make any sense.
Uh-huh. But it says nears completion. Does it mean it's done already? Near is different, done is different.
No, not completed yet.
Okay.
God, man. Still, I respect your answer. I mark it here. I mark it here, but be a bit careful. Nearest to completion is different. Completion is different. Hmm?
Oh,
Yeah,
this
my mom says lunch is almost ready. Okay, is it ready? No, not ready. Almost ready. Almost ready is different. Ready is different. So we're a little careful on it. So I'm seeing D pushed out.
real twist in the movie. So years completion. Okay.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Kapila, why you think C goes out? If you want to say something.
Because I feel that prototype is already tested earlier, and then maybe we are making the deliverable
Ah.
ready. So that is the reason why I feel C should be out.
Oh, you think a prototype is early stage of the product or a project?
Yes.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Then I'm going to poke Preetham now. Preetham, why you thought C is a good answer? Let's ask Preetham, eh? Preetham, you
It is
thought C
not
is a good answer.
absolutely necessary that it should be at the beginning of the project. It depends. I can make the prototype even at the middle of the project or at the second, third of the project also. So it
Hmm.
is an assumption on personal basis.
You mean middle of the product, you want a proto for the again the second version
Yes,
or
it can happen.
excellence. Would
Yeah,
happen. Would happen. Yeah, that's a point. There's a point on that.
it is not mandatory that it has to be at the beginning of the before we do it. No, absolutely not.
But coming to nearing of the completion, how healthy it is to do a prototype at this point? Is it a high risk, low risk? That's subjective, isn't it?
Yeah, that is a little high risk.
Subjective.
That is
Subjective.
true.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it depends on the product also. We can't say no for it. I respect your point. But what is creating a storyboard? Do anyone know what is storyboard? Okay. Then let's keep the answer as it is. Google and read what is storyboard. Few seconds. Okay. So now I'm parking these two answers because I heard so one answer Kapila said, and I heard another person also. Pritham says this looks a good answer for me. I'm seeing A is a good answer. C is a good answer. I'm also seeing B is a good answer. Maybe one name I'm seeing here is Pratiksha. Pratiksha, why you thought B is a good answer? Pratiksha, if you're online. If you're not there, then let's go to another person. Anyone for B? I have a few more people B. Vivek, you want to say something for B? I can't hear you. Your mic is unmuted, but I can't hear you.
Actually, you see, B, if it is expected that as per statutory requirement, quality control measures which are inbuilt in the company's system, the deliverable will go through it. It is expected. If something is deviating from that, okay, that can be rejected or something. But the fineness between A and B is even if the deliverables pass through the quality control measure, it is not mandatory that customer will accept it. They may still ask something. You are going through a system. Your system is, suppose let us assume your system is leak proof. Okay, that means you are stringently following all the quality control measures. But if you pass all the quality control measures also, still then during FAT, it can develop some snag.
Okay. Okay. I hear your point. Then let me ask this question also. Is there any connection between answer A and B? Before I say that, let me ask this
B
point.
comes
Okay.
first, then B will be followed by A. Once B and A both are done, then your product has reached a level of confidence.
Yeah. So look at here. Oh, bad. Oh, okay. Sorry. So look at here. They say that team needs to determine. What does the word determine means? English word determination.
They want to conclude actually.
They want to
Decide.
confirm, yeah.
Decide. Okay.
Decide
Team
or
wanted.
assume.
Yeah, decide. Right. Make a decision here. Team needs to make a decision if the product is ready. That's a question. If the product is ready, that's a question. What happened? I have something called backlog. In Agile, at least since there's a software, let's assume in that way. So they go by backlog. Work items are here. And based on the work items, I would have picked up some item and start working on it. Output is here. Question is, team needs to determine if the product is ready. Is this ready to deliver? How to determine? Majority of you went with A, saying that validate the deliverables. Is it meeting the customer acceptance? You are going to validate it. Is it really meeting the customer acceptance? Very good. That you are doing. Now, what is the second answer? Second answer, tricky part. Uh, I'm seeing that few answers looks pretty closer. But if you see A and B looks pretty closer, which means you have to validate, you have to verify the deliverable through quality control measures to check is it meeting the standards and process. I think it could be inbuilt of answer A also, possibly. Okay, now let me give a clearance for here. Now let me give a chance for you one more time after you read this question and discuss that. If you give one more chance for you, which two alphabets you will choose?
A and E.
A and E. Okay, let me see your chat messages also. C and D. That is a different answer. A and D. Hemant goes with A and D. I'm seeing A and D coming up. I'm seeing B and A coming up. Okay. Keep going. Let's see what comes out in your mind. Then we'll just review the real answer. Mm-hmm. Okay, let me check anything from my YouTube. People want to give your answers. A and B. Abdul says A and B. A and E. Wow, E is also getting familiar. Okay. I didn't think about E at all. Kapila, why E came up now? What do you thought? Why you thought benefit realization is important? Verification.
Yeah, Shri, I had also mentioned that earlier. A and E
Ah.
were, considering the benefit verification only.
Oh, okay. You're looking at this part. But should we talk project closure? They're telling perform the project closure, not even talking, performing the closure itself. Is it a bit early because we are yet to come to this place?
But then, if we look at this exam content outline, which is mentioned below, there also it is mentioned, determine criteria to successfully close the projects or
Okay, as I said, it's a
concluding the,
broad area. Doesn't
yeah,
mean
okay,
all this in one question. No, not that way. This is an
okay,
area. This area. This area. In this area, your question is being coming. Doesn't mean they're line by line there. But I respect your point, but I'm a bit skeptical on the part of performing the project closure. Performing means you start the action already on it. I feel doubt on that part. Okay, I'll keep it open.
okay.
Keep it open. Keep it open. Okay, let's see the right answer in that case. Oh my God, what a question. Let's see this answer. Oof. Oof. Aha. All right, so let's look at this part. Majority of you went with the A. I think most of you went with the A, feel better. Why B is coming in? Why not other answers? Okay, let's look at the answer here. The correct sequence and relationship of the action involves validating the deliverables with the customer and verifying the quality of the deliverables through quality control metrics. Readiness for delivery is determined based on these criteria. Now, in what way these both are important? Do anyone want to comment on it?
Here we're checking both the product and process that in place before we deliver.
Product and process is being verified. Okay, so now the question is going back here as a nearing the completion, the team needs to determine if the product is ready. How do you know that? First thing you validate is this deliverables meet the customer acceptance criteria. On top of that, you check your deliverables through quality measures. It could be Six Sigma standards, it could be quality measures, it could be something on specific metrics your customer is asking for. We check all these things are happening. Only when these things happen, chances are you can start working towards a closure. But defining the product, defining means elaborating the requirement, right? That is a bit expensive when you do in the end of the project. It should have been done a little earlier. Prototype is also possible. That's a good answer. We got prototype can happen anytime. But again, nearing the completion, it's expensive. That we will not think now. We will think of how can I check is my deliverable meeting what customer ask for. If it's meeting, what are the non-functional requirements? Functional, non-functional. Have you heard about non-functional requirements, NFR?
Yes.
What is NFR? Any one other two example popping up in mind?
Related to performance issues, security related issues.
Will it go by reliability, security, sustainability, availability? Yeah, quality means meeting requirements, whatever customer asked for. On top of that, we check out other parameters also, which could be the key parameters for the product of better quality. All right. Rohan says, still would like to stick with B and A. B quality, A UAT. Okay, I think that's the answer, Rohan, what you see in the screen right now. That's a good answer. I know some of you went with the different answers. I would say that look from the PMI perspective, when you close the project, what should be the mindset of the team to say that this is ready for delivery? So we're talking about delivery. So I should be prepared enough. Did I understood what customer asked for? Did I check my quality standards has been met? When these two come together, I think I can make some decision time to deliver it. Other parameters can come in a different timeline, but not here. That's the point. Okay, that's a good question.